Hi guys, welcome back to another chapter day series. Yay! It's Friday, the end of the work week. Hooray! The weekend is coming and I'm so bubbled. I don't know, like my brain's literally just zooming out. Okay, welcome back. So I'm gonna try to make this video 5 minutes. Let's challenge myself to make this video 5 minutes. Okay, so we're done with the book of Ruth. Yay! It's the 8th book of the Bible, and basically it talks about it gives a very fine, detailed outline of what being kind and vulnerable really is. Being kind and vulnerable doesn't really mean, oh, I'm helping people, I'm, going out of my way to do things. But wait a second, are you expecting something in return? No, that is not being kind and being vulnerable. You're just trying to, you know, fulfill the requirements of being a good person if you're doing something kind and expecting something in return. So Ruth did something kind, she did something vulnerable, but she didn't expect anything in return. Therefore, that is a true detail of how to be kind and vulnerable. And it also gives little mini midgets of what grace is actually all about. Grace, as we know, is something that we get that is unexpected, like the grace of salvation that God gives us. We're sinners and we have sin written all over us. And God gives us the grace of salvation, even though He knows we don't deserve it. And that's why grace is something that you as a person can help to manifest in another person's life. Let's use Ruth for an example. Boaz allowed God to use him to manifest the grace of favor in Ruth's life. So grace is something that we as human beings can do if we just let God manifest in our life. And that's true doing things like kindness, helping people out, lending money. Well, let me not use the word lending, just giving money without, expecting any interest or any form back. Not lending, just giving the money for free and to people who actually need it. And charity, donating your time, your money, advice, all those things, just give it for free and let God complete the rest. So yeah, that's basically what Ruth talks about. It's pretty straightforward and simple. So now we're reading the book of 1 Samuel. Yep, we're making progress. We're entering the first Samuels, second Samuels. I'm gonna keep quiet now. Okay, so this is very amazing that we have finally started the 9th book of the Bible. I'm getting so emotional, like, ooh. So I'm grateful to God and my mom for encouraging me and helping me just to keep on going, because I will be truthful, I thought I was gonna stop at some point, but here we are. We're moving on. Okay, so basically, I don't, give like a previously on the next chapter since this is the first chapter of the book, but the book of Ruth was very short and it linked to 1 Samuel a lot. So basically, the last thing we read in Ruth was that Boaz got married to Ruth and they had a son called Obed, and Obed had Jess and Jess had David. Now, I read something somewhere that said Boaz was 80 and Ruth was 40, and 1 week after the wedding he died. That must be so sad. Like, what? How do you die 1 week after your wedding? That's really sad. Anyways, that's just a little side tangent. So today's chapter, 1 Samuel chapter 1, is 28 verses, which is pretty short for a first chapter. And it's basically talking about Elkanah. Elkanah. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Elkanah. So Elkanah was just a certain man. We don't know what his profession was. He was just a man. And he had two wives, Hannah and Pinia. I don't like Pinia. I wouldn't say I don't like her. I don't know who she is. I don't know what she is, but she's a second wife that has two children. But Hannah does not have any child, so I'm being biased. I'm having pity on the barren woman. Don't judge me. Anyways, so Pinia does not have. Pinia has children, but Hannah does not have any child. She is barren. Yeah. And there we have an introduction of a priest called Eli. He has two sons, Hophni and Phineas. Phineas and Ferb. Okay, so Hannah is barren, and now she goes up to the altar where Prophet Eli is at, and she's praying onto God. She's crying onto God. And Eli, at a certain point, is like, "Is this woman drunk? Like, do you need help? Are you crazy? Are you mad? Why are you crying onto God in such manner?" And she's like, no, she needs a child. So she is going to cry, and cry unto God until he hears her. And so, guess what happens? God gave her a son. God gave her a son, but in return, she had to dedicate him unto the Lord. She had to give him unto the Lord all the lives of his days, and there will be no razor to come upon his head. I always confuse Samuel and Samson, because Samson's the one that, did not need a razor, wasn't he? Yeah, Samson was the one that met Delilah. Or did Samuel meet Delilah? Or did Delilah have a twin sister? Oh, okay, Delilah did not have a twin sister. She died when the pillars fell down and killed Samson. But like, I'm always confused between Samuel and Samson. Did they both have luxurious locks? Because I don't have locks in my hair. My hair's very short. But yeah, so that's basically it. Hannah prayed unto God, cried unto God, and God gave her a son, and she bore a son. God alloweth her to birth it a son. He alloweth her to birth it a son, and it called his name Samuel. So dramatic. Samuel was born. Samuel is the one that God calls, and he goes to meet Eli, and Eli's like, "No, my brother, it is God that's calling you." And it's really funny. Okay, so the first memory verse for today is Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. And today I read about abortion. Yes, I'm that weird. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, "Oh, let's read about abortion." Okay, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. And it says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." So let's just take a quick twirl. I've passed my limit for 5 minutes, but it's okay. I'm going to talk very fast. Whew, I'm having dry mouth. Okay, so basically, everybody knows in the concept of conception, there's pro-life or not being pro-life. And I like to say I am pro-life because I get it. Some people want to abort their children because, one, they don't want to bring children into this world because the world is so messed up. And two, maybe, they can't afford a child. Three, maybe the health consequences are not going to be good on themselves. And wouldn't it be so sad for a mother to go give birth and then the child die? I mean, then the mother dies and the child lives. I don't know. I find that really saddening. But yeah, so that's basically the 3 or 4 reasons I feel like people abort children. But you see, in this story, Hannah doesn't have a child. Hannah is crying. Hannah is praying unto God like she's a crazy person just for a child that you probably will, kill and abort and things things and kill in the womb. And I know, like, there's this philosophy that, oh, a child is not born, it's a mere embryo and stuff like that. No, a child is a child. Life is life. So yeah, do not abort. If it makes any sense, don't abort because the Bible says so. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please do not abort a child. I beg of you. It's not good because a child is a reward from God. The fruit of the womb is a reward from God. And therefore, if you kill that child, you are rejecting the reward from God. How insane does that sound? Rejecting a reward from God. I wouldn't want to do that. But if you have aborted, or you know somebody that has aborted, don't feel bad because I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm just here to tell you, please don't do it. Okay. John chapter 1 verse 6. That is our last memory verse for today, and it says, "If we say that we have or we follow God and we walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth. If you say you have fellowship with God, but yet you not sin, you walk in darkness, you're lying. And I'm coming out for the people who say that, oh, on Sunday I'm all about Jesus and on Monday I'm a whole brand new person. No, that is wrong. You're going to fellowship with God, but the next day you're a brand new person. That doesn't make any sense. No, 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 no. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to live straightforwardly. You can't live double lives because, you're going to church on Sunday to fulfill the sets of requirements of being a Christian. Then on Monday, you're a full grown sinner all over again. No, don't do that. I feel like in today's video, I just lost the aim of what my memory verse was about. Forgive me for that. I don't know how my mind just scribbled out. Okay, I'm rambling now. Anyways, thank you for watching today's video. I hope it was enlightening in some manner and in some sort. And I pray God helps us to become better people and to never under challenge ourselves in life. And this is a question of philosophy that I want to hear what you think about. Now listen, it has nothing to do with today's chapter though. So, if you were supposed to meet someone who said, I'm too scared to do anything in life, not because I don't want to, not because I can't, but because I'm scared of the world going on and moving without me and I might fall behind, and that's why I don't do anything. So do you think that's a justifiable reason not to do anything in life, like just sitting down and watching the world move? Do you feel pity? Do you feel wholesome? Do you feel relatable to those emotions when you're like, oh, the world's gonna keep on, growing and moving, and I'm scared to fall behind. So because I don't want to experience that layoff, I'm just gonna sit down and watch the world move. It sounds stupid, but some people may say stupid works for them. As stupid as stupid as it sounds, some people may say stupid works for them. So do you agree with that philosophy, or do you say no? I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me. Okay, have a great day and see you in tomorrow's chapter. Bye.